Hey, welcome to a draft of Vintage Cube. Been playing this a bit over the holidays, and figured it'd be fun to record a draft before I get back into my next semester of classes. So let's see what we got. This is one of the worst Vintage Cube packs I've seen in a good long while. Um, Thoughtseize is generically strong. I could Findhorn Elves for a green deck, but I haven't been particularly impressed with Mana Green. In this cube recently, I could Corpse Dance for a Reanimator deck, or I could take Monastery Swiftspear for Mono Red aggro. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna Swiftspear and see if that's open. Alright, so there's an FTK, which is not amazing for Mono Red aggro. High Tide is for Storm players that want to waste their time playing garbage decks. Aurelia and Teferi are interesting. Hymn Torok is actually quite good, but I think I'll just take Coalition Relic. Sure, I think I'm kind of abandoning the Mono Red plan. There's a Deranged Hermit if I was in green. Mox Diamond is pretty good. Recurring Nightmare is kind of insane. I think Recurring Nightmare is the pick. Now that we have Recurring Nightmare, we're wanting to sacrifice creatures, so Hangerback, Piet, and Kira Nalaar is really good with Recurring Nightmare, but generally speaking, red isn't probably where we want to be with Reanimator, so I think I'm going to go with Hangerback Walker, or actually, no, I want Chart Course. Digs me deeper, lets me discard a creature. Duplicant, search for Escanta, Kitesail Freebooter. I think Freebooter's probably fine. Yeah, if we want some kind of black disruptive thing, and also creatures, Hostage Taker or Muldrifter, both are really good. But I think the Hostage Taker is probably going to be more... Nah, what am I kidding? Muldrifter is just kind of great. There's also a chance that Hostage Taker wheels, although there's basically nothing left in the pack. So the thing that'll wheel is probably like Wall of Blossoms or Young Pyro. Maybe not Young Pyro. Faith's Fetters, actually. There's a good chance it's Faith Fetters. Alright, so... kind of regretting not taking Corpse Dance at this point, but we can go into some blue-black based value-y deck. So here, I don't think I'm that interested in Baral. I think I'm going to have a fairly high number of creatures. Vraska is pretty strong, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pick Vraska and look like I might splash green for Vraska. Thing about Mono Red is if you see like a handful of Mono Red cards early and force that, you can do really well. But you have to take the 1-drops when you see them if you're gonna go into that. But we weren't passing up anything tremendously powerful, so it's not that big of a deal to not have it. The other thing about Corpse Dance is since we're not ending up in a all-in like huge creature reanimator, but probably gonna look more like the blue-black value-y reanimator type deck. Not gonna be as important. So if we're already blue-black and splashing green for a Planeswalker, I could splash for Kiora, who is mostly just like an expensive explorer. The rest of this stuff doesn't excite me. I'm not gonna place a Kura Tribuilder, I don't think. So actually, no, I am going to place a Kura Tribuilder. What am I talking about? Just get more lands out. Oh, Corpse Dance wheeled. So did Findhorn Elves, but I think I'm looking more on the blue-black side of thing and not on the Findhorn Elves side of things. Got a Makeshift Mannequin, so we got more Reanimator-y type stuff going, so I'm going to look to pick up big, giant, bomby things. Do we want to splash for non-predator, or just take the Hex Mage. I'll take the Hex Mage. It's always nice to just kill planeswalkers. So it looks like we've got some card draw, a little bit of a disruptive element. Nah, I'm not going to end up in red, and I don't need the Stomping Ground. I'm not ending up in white. Beast Within might be useful. I'm not sure about the green splash, but good to keep my options open. I'm never going to play the Forge Master, so maybe if I do end up splashing red, I'll want a Hunt Master. I don't have any interest in Brightling, because I'm not going to play white. Now, as always, hope for power. A vintage cube. Ashiok is just better than all this stuff here. Uma's always Jit in a deck that might end up with a decent number of creatures is good, but Ashiok's just kind of great. And yeah, there's nothing. Massacre Worm is a good reanimation target, but if you just want a pile of disruptive and annoying elements for making your opponent's life miserable, Ashiok is pretty good. Interesting. So there's a Crater Hoof. Reanimating Crater Hoof could be interesting. But I don't have a lot of creatures right now. I could take Vamp to try to set up some kind of combo, but it is card disadvantage, and I am looking to be some kind of card advantage-y deck. Ulamog's not super interesting because it's really hard to discard him and then reanimate it. Yeah, I think I'll take Vamp and try to see if that can help me set up something ridiculous. Demon Lord Battles Locks seems like it's probably good. Interesting. Here's a lot of decent planeswalkers. There's also a Chupacabra. I think I want the Chupacabra. A good come into play effect. Oh, there's also a Looter Core. Yeah, I think I want the Looter so that if I do manage to get good payoffs, I can dump them in my graveyard. And also just Looters are nice. I'm not picking up much in the way of green, so I'm probably going to end up cutting the green splash if I can. Well, if we're wanting to do some Reanimator stuff, really hard to go wrong with Entomb, so. That is a late Raphalos. That is a really late Raphalos. Alright, so Shieldred is really good. So is Liliana's Death's Majesty. I'm going to take the Shieldred because I think it's a higher chance that Liliana wheels out of that pack. I'm not playing those at the moment. Although it's possible I splash for just Vraska, since I do have the Coalition Relic for mana fixing. We'll see. It'd be nice to get some truly busted card. Oh, Reanimate's good. Alright, we have Entomb Reanimate. I do like that we have some just generically good value cards that aren't 100% all in on the Reanimator plan. Because if you're too all in on the Reanimator plan, you're just kind of rolling a die to see if you draw the right parts of your deck, and that's not always great. It's a late Splinter Twin as well. So there's Unburial Rites, but I already have 4 things to get back stuff from the graveyards. I'm going to just take the Thirst for Knowledge to dig deeper, especially since I'm not planning on playing white. Here's a good reanimation target. Yeah, I guess that's disruptive and better than nothing. Take a Spyglass for the sideboard since I can't really play any of the other cards meaningfully. I would like to pick up some power, more top-end payoffs. I'd like to pick up some... ooh, Chupacabra wheeling is kind of nice. I also need mana fixing. I have 0 duels. I don't think I've seen a blue-black duel. But, like... an Underground Sea, Watery Grave, Polluted Delta. You know, those kind of things would be pretty good. So I want some more, something that when I reanimate it, I expect that I am almost certainly going to win. So I would definitely pick up like a Iona here. Or a Mox Emerald. Like, it's Mox or Jade. Nah, that's just, I can't pass a Mox. Like, Jace is real good and all, but Moxen is Moxen. I'm in for a Library of Alexandria. Thief of Sanity looks pretty good. There's a chance that the Urborg wheels. There's just so many busted things to take. Alright, getting some cards here. And I also got this like weirdo mill plan between Ashiok and Thief of Sanity, just digging through their deck. Like 3. Oh yeah, we did it. If you want to reanimate things, Grave Titan is pretty good. One of the things I like about Grave Titan is you don't have to reanimate it for it to be good. But if you cheat it out early, it ends the game really fast. So it's one of these things where, like, because with Iona, sure, if you can reanimate her, she's insane. But Grave Titan's just like, alright, instead of winning 100% of the games where I reanimate Iona, I only win like 85% where I get an early Grave Titan. But I can also cast it, so it's never a dead card in my hand. Frost Titan, Badlands. Do I need discard outlets? I've got a Thirst for Knowledge, a Lutherell Core, and a Chartic Horse. And honestly, like, I don't really want to play garbage cards just to discard things because I'm not that all in. So it's kind of between Duress and Frost Titan. I feel like it's the Duress. I already got some pretty expensive stuff that's quite good. I already have Vamp Tutor, which is a better Imperial Seal, so I don't really need that. I think Venser gives me some way to interact. I mean, Go for the Throat's the only like remotely playable card for me here. So actually, shit, I could have taken Avacyn. Avacyn would have been pretty strong. Exhume. Do I want Exhume? I think I do. Yeah, Reanimate Avacyn would have been pretty good. guess if I need a removal spell, I can play the Bone Shredder. Yeah, I've been so tunnel vision on blue-black that I forgot I should just be looking at busted cards in other colors. Oh, with the Mox Emerald, I could also consider the Vraska, but I probably don't want it. I probably just want Vraska's Contempt. There's also another looter in the Smuggler's Copter. It's probably pretty good. I probably want a looter. And I definitely want Urborg. Yeah, I could take a Damnation for the side. Alright, so what do I not want? I don't want Putrid Imp. Not really gonna animate Tristani. So I wanna keep that top end. I think Corpse Dance is a really weak reanimation spell. So I think actually that's pretty good. I think I want to run closer to 6 islands and 8 swamps. And let's give this a whirl. Let's play first. Turn 1 library sounds pretty good to me. I'm not on the draw, but I should take that upkeep stop off. There's also the hidden looting effect of Library of Alexandria, where you just draw so many cards you discard. Oh, I'm a moron. Actually a moron. Alright, well, that was a punt. Let's not punt on the next turn, shall we? It's been a while since I've actually had a Library of Alexandria. And then I didn't cast any of my cards because I want to be able to activate the library. Let's play the land. Didn't play Smuggler's Copter. On a Shaman. Alright. Draw a card. Well, I guess I'm just dirtling for now, but eventually I'll do something powerful. Terastodon. Discarded. What's he gonna search up? There's a good chance that whatever you search up, I'm just gonna kill with Ravenous Chupacabra. Carcer Graphics. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna bother killing that one. Ooh, that's a Guy's Cradle. It's a bit scary. Alright, let's draw a card. Mesmeric Fiend. I think I'm gonna take the Witness. And then he can just get a bunch of value off those random things. Which is not the greatest, but not a disaster. Go ahead and crew the Smuggler's Copter. Draw, and then discard. I need that Hex Mage. Let's get some more cards. Play the Swamp. Alright, so he's gonna have tons of mana. Oh, right, there's the Fauna Shaman. That might be a problem. He can tutor up, like, well, whatever he wants, really. Prime time. It's a lot of ramping. Alright. So at this point, let's charge that up and let's entomb. I think I want to entomb Massacre Worm. Let's get back a Swamp. Reanimate. Actually, so how much mana I have? I have 1 plus 4, 6. So I can, yeah, I can't afford to use the library. So Mannequin back that. It kills off the Fauna Shaman, which ends his ability to tutor things. Play a Chupacabra. Kill off the Prime Time. Make him lose 2 more life. Crew up Copter. Attack. Let's loot away this Looterill core. Now I've got a Grave Titan. Now he doesn't have much in the way of like being able to actually threaten me. So sure, he can rest out Thragtusk, which is pretty good. But he's not about to kill me. I'll slam a Shielder next turn, and that's going to be a big deal. Probably should have. I'm just looting away the Grave Titan so that I can reanimate with Shield Road. And then cast Demon Lord Bells and Lock. Vivian Reed doesn't matter too much at all. Alright, so he plows under my islands. Whatever. Probably attacks with Resto, puts me at 13. Sure, Blade Splicer. Reanimate the Grave Titan. Okay then. So against this, I am actually going to put in okay. Somebody didn't like their Vintage Cube draft. It's a bit of a shame. I kind of like this one that I've got, but I guess a win is a win. So I haven't had anywhere near as much time to play as the top people in Vintage Cube, but I have been 3-0ing more than half of the drafts that I do. I think I've done like 10 drafts and gotten 7-0 3 times. So I've had a lot of success with this. This hand's not a keep, and this hand is Library of Alexandria. Might as well top it. Library. Next turn I draw and then draw. And then play my land. Draw a card. Play my land. That's irritating. So, undo. So let's play Swamp. Draw a card. Library of Alexandria, the ultimate looter. Fortunately, I'm going to go down to 7 off this Reanimate, which is actually going to hurt quite a bit. Okay, then. Geist into Time Walk is pretty good. So let's start with land, draw, freebooter, reanimate. Bribery, DAC. That's a whole bunch of nasty. But it's nothing that kills me instantly. So, good to know about. Let's bring back Shieldred and go to 1. Alright, so we got a DAC. What's he gonna discard? Probably discarding Soulfire Grandmaster and something else. So, let's draw our card. Go and play Swamp. Freebooter. So I see 4 cards, and I'm definitely taking Bribery. It's the end of our librarying, but got a lot of value out of it. Exiled Sun Titan, Mystic Confluence, and Island. Some good things to hit, certainly. Nasty thing about Shelldock is I can't prevent it from going active next turn, so he's definitely going to get a Shelldocked thing, and it could just kill me. Alright, so what's his last card? Exhume is pretty useless. Exile some more cards. Just a bunch of lands. I think I'm just gonna play a 6/5. Because I do need to beat him to death very quickly before he finds a way to kill me. Flooded Strand gets him all 4 colors. So he gets red, blue, white, and black from Watery Grave in future games. So he's got good color fixing. Alright, what's he bouncing with Cloudscape? Shieldred? Sure. So I think I just keep exiling cards. Oh, Muldrifter. So I think I just Shieldred and bash with the Massacre Worm. He should block with the Riftwing Cloudscape because he's gonna die anyways, but I guess guess he wants to take 4 extra damage. Or 6 extra damage, I should say. Alright. Well, it looks like we're probably getting there, but who knows? He could just lightning bolt me off the Shelldock or something. We know about Scarab God, so what's coming off the Shelldock? Teferi. Into Tuck Kite Sail cast Bribery? No. Into Tuck Shieldred. He is still dead, barring something else. So his last unknown has to save him. Which it does not. Now against that, I want Duress, so that I can Duress out Bribery. I think I don't want to zoom, because he has looting effects, and I don't want him to get back nasty stuff. Thief of Sanity, Chupacabra. Well, this is on the slower side, but I do things. Mox would be perfect draw. Although I wouldn't say no to a library either. I jam Coalition Relic, I could play Grave Titan on turn 4, which I think I'm going to jam Thief of Sanity, and then Coalition Relic to ramp out a Shieldred or something. Dismember, okay. That's kind of nice. Just reanimate that. Nothing wrong with saving a few mana. Doing it now. Okay. Get my F6 value going. So I'm not drawing Thief next turn. Doing Teferi? No. Bribery. Fortunately, I've drawn all of the biggest cards in my deck, which is pretty great. Also, if he gets Bells and Lock, then and I draw a land, then I can shelter it. Yeah. So if he gets Bells and Lock, I draw a land. I cast Shieldred, he sacrifices Bells and Lock, and then I get Bells and Lock on my turn. So, come on, draw land. Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfect, so good. I mean, I guess he could have Force of Days, but if you don't have Force of Days, this is not going to be good for him. Whoops. There goes Bells and Lock. Alright, what's he doing now? Spell Cold. Oh, okay, that's clever. Just running out the Spell Queller to have it die. Oh, what did he get off that Monoleak? He has Monoleak. Good to know. I think I'm just gonna jam this in case he's got another flash threat. Or some way to deal with Shieldred. Because I do have to not, you know, just die to getting hit by Belzamok. Fairy. No? Sun Titan. Get back Squalor. Seems pretty good. Ooh, Duress. Duress. Yeah, let's take Sphinx's Revelation and throw out handy Grave Titan. So he's really only got one draw. Because a lot of 6/6s and 2/2s are coming his way next turn. Alright. 3 colors of stuff. What is it? Now you're the Harbinger. That's not doing it. Cool. Oh, this is going well so far. Vintage Cube is so much fun. I know it's been a long time since I've made videos. I've just been kind of busy. I had a semester of classes, and then there were finals, and then I went away on break to somewhere where I did not have functional recording and could barely play Magic Online at all because my internet connection was so bad it was taking me like an extra 6 seconds for every command. Let's see. Well, lands, spells. I think I keep, but I can do better than this. Just really don't want to mulligan. And I have a Thirst for Knowledge to kind of fix my draw as soon as I draw Blue Source. I might just get run over by some silly combiness, but for now I'm going to be happy just hitting the line drops. Booterel Core. Alright. Red. Let's see, I have Second Mountain. Is he playing Mono Red or no? Red Black. Runaway Steamkin. Okay. Well, I do need to draw a land at some point, but if I do get a land, I can Ravenous Chupacabra the Steamkin. That'll be pretty useful. Figure of Destiny. Okay. Okay. He's doing stuff. And I have my land. That's Chupacabra. Get rid of the Steamkin. If he wants to pump Figure of Destiny a lot, that's sure. He'd need to have a 3rd red. I'm more scared about what the mana from Runaway Steed can do than about the Figure of Destiny. If he attacks, I'll just throw it in front of it and say, yeah, sure, spend the 3 mana to pump it. Especially since maybe I get a reanimation spell to reanimate the Chupacabra. Alright. You know what? Let's just Mull Drifter and draw some cards and have another jump blocker. Ashiok and Hexmage. Well, they're cards. Probably not exactly what I need, but yeah. Claw reaches. Sure. What's the most useless card in my hand? I don't have a lot of time for this Looteril core nonsense. Thirst for Knowledge. And, ugh, this is kind of bad. I don't think I need Entomb since I don't have any reanimation. Discard the Chart of Course. I'm gonna Ashiok and plus. But the main purpose of this is gonna force him to send 5 damage with Ashiok. So either he's going to spend his entire turn Lava Claw reaching it, or he's going to attack it with Figure of Destiny and do some kind of burn spell or something. Glory Bringer, okay. But really, it basically forces him to waste time killing Ashiok and give me more time to get my feet under me. And if he doesn't kill Ashiok, then I have a Planeswalker in play, and that's always great. But you could totally kill it. But since the alternative was playing a Vampire Hexmage and just jump blocking, that's kind of mediocre and it's a bit weak to a burn spell. Which he clearly has, considering he's playing red and also has Kolaghan's Command. So if he's going to kill a Hexmage, I'd be a little surprised. Okay. Is this a burn spell? Looks like it. Oh, Daredevil. On Thirst. Sure. That's pretty good. And he discards Scrap Trawler. And plays Grim Lavamancer. Huh. He got stuff. Swift Spear and Cough. Play the Hexmage. It's probably going to get zapped by Lava Man. Can I have a Venser? Use Venser to bounce Figure of Destiny and try to protect Ashiok for as long as possible. Also just want to reset the Figure of Destiny. Well, there goes Ashiok. You get a lot of burn. I'll shoot Fencer. He can also get back Steamkin, which will be annoying, but only if he doesn't play Figure. Or not Steamkin, but Smuggler by exiling. Alright, so let's put this up. It's going to be a good blocker. Mannequin, Exhume. So what could I exhume? I could exhume Chupacabra. You know what? That's good enough for me. No, actually, I could exhume Muldrifter. And he's getting like a Scrap Heap or Steamkin, whatever. Although Chupacabra to kill off the Grim Lava Man does seem pretty nice. But Muldrifter has to be right. It's just... if I hit a Grave Titan or something in some draws... sometimes it's good to be me. Does this get flying 8/8 flying first try? That's pretty big. Guess I will have to. If he pumps this, I'll have to Mannequin back. Oof. Hellrider. This is going to be painful. So I take 5, down to 5, and die no matter what I block. Alright then. Ouch. Damnation. Bone Shredder and go for the throat. Take out Reanimate, Mesmeric Fiend, Kitesail Freebooter, keep Mesmeric Fiend, keep Kitesail Freebooter, take out Luteral Core, take out Thirst for Knowledge. That's got a library in it. I like cards. Of course, you could have a fast start, but if there's the best way to deal with that is to just have tons of stuff. So. Certainly would like a Mox. I want the Copter, just the Fiend. Play the Fiend because the Copter does nothing. Maybe I mess up his curve. Alright, what you got? Glorybringer and Chain Lightning. Take Glorybringer to force him to use the Chain Lightning on that. Here, I just want to Chupacabra. Take less damage. So he does have a Glorybringer, so that's a problem. He can't attack me with land, though. Lavamancer is a thing. I just need to keep throwing creatures out there. Probably should have attacked for 2 with Chupacabra. I'd be so happy if you feel to ruin my Library of Alexandria instead of Glorybringering. Oh yeah. I don't need more cards, man. I have so many cards. I need to not die. I'm sure you can Grim Lavamancer or something, but whatever. Bone Shredder's great. So he's gonna shoot down the Mole Drifter, it looks like. And then attack me with Glorybringer. So I'll probably just end up Exhume Mole Drifter. Sure, he'll get back his Scrap Heap, but honestly, I have so many zombies. Scrap Heap is completely irrelevant at this point. What? You're not playing Glorybringer? That's how you want to play it. That's kind of stupid, but sure. Koth. Okay. Alrighty then. We have a game 3. Yeah, oh, you know what? Instead of Vamp, I want Corpse Dance. Yeah. That's better. Turn 1 Entomb, turn 2 Exhume. Alright. That's pretty good. Definitely just grabbing Grave Titan here. Don't really need that stuff. Alright, let's entomb. Grave Titan. Let's exhume and watch our opponent concede. Oop. Nice Goblin Guide. He's just gonna try to burn me out from 16. Okay. I suppose that is a thing you can do. No, you conceded. Well, that was a fun 3-0. Thanks for watching. See you later.